Hey guys, welcome to the Rachel Cruze Show. So I remember when I graduated college and went into the workforce, millennials had a bad rap. People were like, oh, those millennials. They just complained about millennials all the time. Thought we were lazy. We were kind of that first cusp of technology and social media. We were kind of on the front end of it. Anyways, I just always felt like people just complain about millennials. Nowadays, I feel like everyone complains about Gen Z. So I want to break down a little bit of what I've been seeing around this generation because there are some themes that are very true and studies and articles back this up. But one of the things about Gen Z that I think is really important to encourage them, if you're Gen Z watching or you have a Gen Zer in your life that you love, one of the themes is that Gen Z just believes that their parents had a way easier time when it comes to money, when it comes to life, basically, than they have right now. And that it's really impossible for them to get ahead because life is so hard right now. So let's address a couple of these things because I have some Gen Zers that I know in life that actually are very interested in money. And in fact, they're kind of the opposite end of this spectrum where they kind of hold their money tightly. They're watching their millennial siblings maybe and their parents, the boomers, struggling right now, kind of freaking out, all this debt. And they're making different life choices and they're kind of holding tight and saying, okay, I don't want to be like that. So there's some of them that are very, very cautious, which is great. And then there's another half of them that are just like, YOLO, just you only live once, might as well go spend and enjoy life. And that half, an article was written about them in Yahoo Finance that was titled, Half of Gen Z Sees No Point in Saving Until Life Goes Back to Normal. So here's what they're doing instead. And the article goes on to say that they're not saving, that they're spending tons of money on travel. They're spending it on personal growth. So they're starting businesses, so they're getting more education, whatever it may be, that they are just spending money. So they're not saving, they are spending. And here's what's tough is where we are right now, sure, it is hard, right? Real estate is out the wazoo. Inflation is here. Yes, it is hard. But this theme that half of that generation has that says, everyone else has it easier and we don't. Here's the truth. Your parents did have it hard. They did. And they worked their butts off as well. And what I hate for Gen Z is this perspective of what life is. And a lot of their perspective honestly comes through social media. I was scrolling through Instagram and saw this reel of this girl and it literally, I sent it to 4 different people. I'm sorry, I laughed at her. I don't want to be mean, but I was like, who the heck are these people? And this girl was like, she had to have been 23, 24, early 20s. And she's like, here's a day in the life of me working in downtown Chicago. So I get up and I make mine. She goes through her routine. She walks to the office. She's like, I get there early. I open my laptop. She said, I check my email for about 45 minutes. Then I go down to the coffee bar and make sure I get this, this, and this, and this. And then my friends come from work and we make sure that we meet and we get our snack before, our gluten-free homemade, snacks. And then we go up and we work a little bit more. Then we go down to lunch and then we leave for happy hour that an advertising firm is having. We walk down, she's filming on, it's all put together. It's all a minute. Basically, she ends, and I'm not even exaggerating, in a park on Lake Michigan with a blanket and wine. And she's like, great night for wine and charcuterie with my girls. And I was like, oh no, good for you, Sarah, whoever you are. But everyone else is watching you, Sarah, and thinking, why is my life not as good as Sarah's? Because your life looks pretty dang good, Sarah. Looks pretty dang good. But that's not real life, you guys. That's not how it works. It's not how life works. And I'm so sad that a generation sees that in front of them. It's that's how my life should be. And it is. Life is just harder. Not to be Debbie Downer, but it is. So when I see things like that, or I hear Gen Zers say, my parents could buy this house for $100,000. Now it's going to cost $500,000. All the things. I just want to say to you, I'm really sorry because I know it's hard. Life is hard. It is. But instead of complaining about it or having a false reality of what life is, let's just get to it and say, you know what? I have a little bit of grit in my life. I'm going to work really hard. It may not look glamorous, but I'm going to work hard and I'm going to work with the reality that's been given to me. So the reality of our world today, real estate is higher. Inflation is high, all of it. We are all feeling it. But sitting around and just complaining about it doesn't do anything. So actually having goals and be motivated towards something and know what you're aiming for, that's what's gonna help. To say, okay, here's the reality of where I am. Numbers don't have emotions. They're not sad. These numbers on this sheet of paper, they're not sad or happy for me. It's me deciding what's my attitude gonna be and how am I gonna move forward. Okay, I love Christmas shopping, but it can get so expensive. That's why I want to tell you about our sponsor, Slick Deals. Slick Deals is your secret weapon for stretching your shopping budget. They've got a browser extension that helps you get the best deals and verified coupons on all the gifts on your list. So check it out at slickdeals.net/Rachel. Another thing, Gen Z, I just want you to be aware of, and anyone watching really, is just, again, that victim mentality and just complaining, even publicly, about things and not offering a solution. So I just want to give you some encouragement that we've all been through hard times, okay? We've all experienced it, but you can do this. But I don't want you to fall, again, for the mindset that, well, just because life is harder and life is more expensive, I can't do anything. I don't want you to fall for the mindset that, well, might as well wait till life is normal again and there's not inflation and life is back to normal, then I'll save. Take bad advice. I don't want you taking bad advice of get rich quick stuff of like, well, if you do this and this and this and this, then everything works great. And that's how you make money, okay? Red flag, when things are very instant and very get rich quick feel, they're not gonna work. So those are some kind of warnings for you to just say, hey, take the common sense approach when it comes to money. Money comes from work. Work is hard. It's not always fun. But guess what? We got to do it. Yeah, to make money, to go and eat and like pay rents and our mortgages and stuff, right? It's part of the reality. So again, instead of just kind of sitting back and complaining about it, let's find solutions to say, okay, here's my situation. Here's my lifestyle. Here's what I want. Here's what I need. Mapping it all out with a budget, with saving money, having an emergency fund, not using debt, using common sense money principles to really change your life. So again, not to harp on Gen Z so much, because I know half of you are awesome and you're doing great things, but to the ones that have a hopeless kind of attitude about life, I just want to say, you can do this. You can do this. So make sure to share this video with any Gen Zer in your life who needs some encouragement on how to win with money the right way. And don't forget, you guys, it's all about taking control of your money and creating a life you love.